We have a good one today, folks. So Daisy Keech just uploaded a video and it got some tea, man. It got some drama. It got some tea about the hype house. Thomas, Petrou, Mr. Quick Maths.
We have a house of 20 people that post 3 to 4 times a day. Like, we're talking about over 150 videos every single day from just our team.
Little Huddy and the rest of the guys, Alex, Warren, Kouvr. We'll cover all that. If you guys are not caught up, I got you guys. Let me do a real quick recap. So a rumor started with the hype house that they were gonna leave, disband, disjoint, break up, whatever you wanna say. They were gonna separate. And this started because both the hype house and Thomas unfollowed Daisy. Now this is important. Keep this in mind. The hype house and Thomas unfollowed Daisy. Now this is important because as we follow through this video, this is gonna be very key piece of information. But anyways, yeah, that's why it started. And it actually, another rumor started that Thomas and Lil Huddy weren't the only original founders. Keep in mind, this was never confirmed until Daisy spilled the tea. This was all confirmed by her in her video that actually she was one of the owners of the hype house, one of those founders, one of those creators. So that started, and these two guys, Lil Huddy and Thomas, kept it from the world. They had every single chance to say like, hey, we're not the only two creators. There's actually like Alex and I guess Kouvr and Daisy, but they never did. And that's where our story begins. So our story begins with Thomas, aka Quick Maths, being fired from Team 10 and Daisy picking him up, hiring him as a photographer / editor because he was looking for a job, obviously, because he got fired from the Team 10 house. So out of the kindness of her own heart, Daisy hired him as a photographer / editor, which right off the bat, bro, you cannot backstab somebody that helps you out. Especially if they hire you after you've been, fired. You just don't do that. So after some time passes, Thomas, obviously being from Team 10 or being fired from Team 10, better said, he
started to talk about the idea of a content house.
Of making a content house, making his very own content house. That way, he can't get kicked off his own content house. So, smart idea, brought it up to the crew, and Daisy was like, you know what? I'm down. She really did believe in this idea of making a content house, especially with Thomas because, he has that experience of being a Team 10, which is basically a content house. So, she was all in. So, they decided, you know what? Let's get a house. And they went off and found the hype house. Now, the only thing about the hype house was that, it wasn't cheap, bro. The down payment, according to Daisy, was over $40,000. I think it was like $46,000. But, oh my God, that's so much money, bro. But anyways, there was actually 4 groups of people that put the money into this down payment. Alex and Kouvr, Little Huddy, Thomas, and Daisy. Now, the price went down like this. Daisy, $18K. Little Huddy, $18K. Alex, Kouvr, $5K, and Quick Maths over here, $5K. Now this is important because right off the bat, she hired your ass. She paid more than triple the amount for this content house that was your idea. Keep that in mind, bro. Keep that in mind. So they got all the money together. And gave the down payment for the hype house. And thus, it was born. The content house that Thomas was speaking about was a thing. It was a hype house. After this, when they all started blowing up on TikTok, not a news article, I think it was like a talk show host or talk show actually approached, I think it was NYT, approached the hype house members to be in this show. And of course, yeah, I mean, who's not gonna say yeah? But you guys have all seen that thing, right? Chase and Thomas took over that thing.
And during a New York Times interview, Thomas and Chase just completely took over. And I know that Chase's manager was like really pushing him to speak up and to make it known like the co-founder, which I think is very important. It's very smart of her. And I wish even that I had someone telling me to go get some recognition because I know that I deserved it. I put down $18,000 plus my own platform. I just kind of kept my mouth shut the entire interview, didn't try to take any recognition and just left it to Thomas and Chase.
They both took over, taking full advantage, especially Thomas, just go ahead and say like, hey, like just making it seem like I'm the manager, I'm the owner, I'm the founder, I'm pretty much everything in this house. It got to the point that Daisy was actually like kind of like, well, she was mad. You know, she approached Thomas like you do if you have a problem with your best friend, and she told him like, hey, I didn't appreciate the way like I literally got no credit. Not only me, but the other co-founders got no credit. You took over that and you just made it your own. You made it seem like this was all your idea. You gave all the money and you just did it all by yourself, which wasn't true. And Mr. Quick Mouse, of course, said he apologized and said like it was his bad and all of this, and he's gonna credit her next time. Spoiler alert, it never happened. It got to the point actually that Daisy's manager actually, approached her. He was like, "Hey, like, weren't you a founder? Like, didn't you put in money? Didn't you do that and that? All the articles that are being reported, all of this information is being reported." It's basically saying that Little Huddy and Thomas are the founders and that's it. Nobody else. They put the money. They did everything by themselves. So you guys can see kind of where she's coming from. Like, this is just messed up, bro. Like, especially if she put in 3 times and some more money than you even did. That's just messed up. That's just messed up. But regardless, we move on. Now, remember when I said that both the Hype House and Thomas unfollowed Daisy? That sparked all of this? Well, let me break it down for you guys. Let me explain real quick. According to Daisy, Thomas actually had control of all the actual business emails and all of the Hype House social media. So by him unfollowing her and by the Hype House unfollowing her, he basically unfollowed Daisy twice. Bro, oh my God. And like I said, he had command and he had access to all the emails, only him, about, business related things with the Hype House. Now, according to him, from Daisy, the Hype House is making no money. Come on, bro. Come on. We all know that's a lie. But regardless, according to him, according to Daisy, that the Hype House is making no money, but Daisy put up some awesome points. How are you buying a $10,000 cat? Speaking of buying a Tesla, if the Hype House is making no money. And not to forget, they uploaded a video to the Hype House channel of him literally getting so many trampolines and putting them inside the house. So you had to rent the trampolines. You had to rent the actual people to put it in there. Like, bro, you have money. This Hype House thing is making money. There's no way Charlie is out here making product commercials, appearing in all of this commercials for the Super Bowl and stuff, and you're not making a cent when you're the manager. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. This just sums up really manipulative behavior, like really controlling, demanding, almost like a dictatorship. Like, you just hear what he wants you to hear. You don't know what's going on in real life. You don't know what's in and out of the company or the Hype House, whatever. You have no idea. Even though Daisy was one of the founders, she had no idea what was going on. The only thing she knew is what Thomas told her. It's a dictatorship, man. It's a dictatorship to the fullest. Like, it got to the point that he even had the cojones to ask Daisy to manipulate and make it seem like they were friends with this very popular creator in order for that very popular creator to join the Hype House.
He also came up to me and asked me to manipulate one of the bigger creators that was thinking about joining, and he said, can't you just go act like you're her best friend? That way she wants to be a part of this. Like, she needs to feel welcome and like she has friends here. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, wow, I didn't even know Thomas had the heart to do that.
Bro, that's messed up. You don't, first of all, like, after you screw her over, you want her to manipulate somebody for you in order for them to come to the Hype House, to like basically you can manipulate them into getting the other person to come, and then them to, it's just gonna be a cycle. And if he has the balls to manipulate his best friend, like, he's obviously gonna do it to the rest of them. So after all of this, man, I would have been tired. I would have left a long time ago. But Daisy, she stuck around. But Thomas just proved that he's more of an a-hole than we all thought by talking smack about her, even though she's basically the only reason you got a job, because she was your boss, and she's the only reason, she's one of the main reasons you even had the hype house. He has the audacity to talk bad about her.
Thomas said to him, he's like, you know what, I'm just more of a businessman, and like girls like Daisy, she's just like another hot Instagram model with a shelf life.
A model for shelf life? Really? A model for shelf life? Come on, bro. So finally we're moving away from Thomas and we're going to Kouvr because there's more tea, bro. So basically Kouvr just uploaded some screenshots to her story, making Daisy look like a really mean person and just making it look like, you know, she was being mean to Kouvr. I'm gonna put them up here somewhere. Feel free to pause the video if you want to read them. I'll put them somewhere visible. But anyways, you know, just normal manipulated behavior of her part, of course. But then out of nowhere, boom, Abby Radio, right? I'm so sorry, I'm really bad with names. But anyways, Abby came out of nowhere with the left hook to protect her best friend and just upload a video pretty much exposing Kouvr. Like I said, manipulated behavior, show only part of the screenshots. She scrolled through the video. I'm actually gonna upload the video right after this clip. Feel free to, you know, pause it and read it, whatever you have to do. It'll be there. But anyways, basically saying like, hey, like you cut off this big, very important portion of messages where you're the one who's calling her like mean stuff. Like, come on, bro, where is that in your screenshot? Basically what she's saying. So without further ado, here's the video. And guys, that's pretty much the video. That's pretty much the drama. If anything happens, I'll update down in the comments below. Or guys, if anything updates and I don't update it, feel free to update everybody else down below. Consider this video the official update, live update video, I guess, about this drama. The Daisy Keech, the Abby, the hype house, the little huddy, the Alex Warren, the Kouvr, you know, drama. Official video. Leave all your updates below. Leave any opinions you have below. But without further ado, man, this has been Jay. This has been the Daisy hype house drama, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next one. Thank you guys.